Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Code with Sunny, and today I am going to discuss the very third problem of the educational code forces round 107 rated for division 2. Okay, so the problem name is yet another card deck. So let's discuss the problem without wasting our time. We have a card deck of n cards numbered from top to bottom. That is, the top card has the index 1 and the bottom card has the index n, and we should process q queries. Okay, and the jth query is described by an integer tj. For each query we should find the highest card in the deck with the color tj. Okay, so basically the colors of the cards are denoted by the value t1, t2, t3. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Let's discuss the more statements of this problem. That is the card with minimum index, and we have to print the position of the card you found. That is the card with minimum index with the given color tj. Okay, and take the card and place it on the top of the deck. Okay, so if you are not going to understand this problem statement, no need to worry about. I am going to explain the entire scenario, entire scene of this problem in detail with the help of example. Okay, so for now let's discuss the input format. Okay, so there will be n integers, that is the number of cards, and q queries. Okay, and for each integers there will be like a1 up to an, and the denoting the color of the cards. Okay, so if you notice the constraints, like n is going to vary up to 3 into 10 power 5, and q is going to vary up to 3 into 10 power 5, and ai is going to vary only up to 50. Okay, so if ai is going to vary only up to 50, it might be useful to us to find the efficient solution of this problem. Yes, it can be very much useful. Okay, so let me focus on this constraint, like number of integers, that is number of distinct colors can go up to 50. Okay, so that might be useful. Now there will be q queries that will be given to us, and for each query that we have been given the color, that is the distinct color, and the queries ask only colors that are present in the deck. Okay, obviously, and we need to print for each query what would be the minimum card index with the given color. Okay, so let's discuss the problem with the help of example now. Okay, so suppose these are the deck of the cards that are present over here, and these are the queries that are given to us. So let's check it out. What are the possible answers in the given scenario? Like if we have been asked the color 3, and in this deck of cards, that is what is the minimum index for this color 3? You can see the first occurrence of 3 comes over here. So I need to find out the index of this 3 and output it as my answer for this query. So my answer for this query will come out to be 5. Okay, after doing this, I need to just subtract this, or you can say take this card and place it at the top of the deck. So it would become like 3 2 1 1 4 3 1. Okay, now we have been asked again what is the minimum index for this color 2, and what is the first occurrence. You can see the first occurrence is this, so I need to output as 2, which is my first occurrence of this 2, that is its index. So if I have done with this, I need to cross check over this one, that is I have done with this card, and take it as top of the deck. Like it should become like 2 3 1 1 4 3 1. Okay, now again we have been asked 1, minimum index of this one is this one. So again this is done. So my deck of the cards will have the situation like 1 2 3, and again 1 4 3 1. Again we have been asked this one as the minimum index. You can see minimum index is this one. So I will have like the situation of the cards again will have the same as the previous, this one. Okay, then we have been asked this for this 4. If we have been asked for this 4, you can see I'm going to just use this 4. So my deck of the cards will have the situation like 4 3, okay, sorry, 4, and it should be like 1 2 3 1 3 1. So what is my answers? My answers would be like 5 2, and for this one too, we have now I have been asked for 1. You can see the minimum index for 1 is 3. and again for the minimum index for 1 is coming out to be 1, and again for minimum index for 4 will come out to be like 5. So my answer would be like 4 2 3 1 5. Okay, so let me cross check over is that yes, it should be like 52315. Yes, I am also getting the same. Okay, so this is the basic approach. You can see this is not actually the good approach. Like you can use the brute force. This is actually very wrong, or you will receive a TLE verdict over here. That is, if you use the brute force approach, like you can see, I am going to just pick up any one element and just erase this element from the entry and just put the element at the very beginning. So suppose if we have certain situation like we are going to just pick the element always from the last. If you are going to pick always from the last and delete this and put it at the very beginning of the stack, or you can say the deck of the cards, and push all the elements to its one more extra position, that is push 3 to its next and push 4 to its next and push 1 to its next and push 3 to its next. So it will take like O of time. I'm talking about the time complexity. If we use the brute force, O of n into q, that is for every query it may take the O of n times O of n into q. So if you look over the constraints, it should be like n is going to 3 into 10 power 5, q is going to vary up to 3 into 10 power 5. So it should be like 9 into 10 power 10. So number of iterations is very much more. So if it will always give us a TLA verdict. So this approach, that is brute force, is always giving a wrong answer, not wrong answer, just like not passing the in all the test cases. So I need to find an efficient solution. Okay, so let's figure it out. What should be the best efficient solution of this problem? Okay, so let me first erase this stuff. It is actually very really annoying for me now. Okay, so let me do it as fast as possible. Okay, okay, so I'm not going to do this. Okay, yes, it is almost done. I'm not going to just use this one as okay. So you can see if we are already focused as number of distinct colors is going to always be less than equal to 50, you can easily see we can use this statement, or you can say you can use this constraints. Like if we have the minimum, okay, so we need to output always as the minimum index for a particular distinct color. Minimum index of a particular distinct color. Note that the term, I'm going to use it repeatedly, minimum index for a particular distinct color. Okay, so if we have just put out this 3 and place it at the top of the stack, just ask to yourself that which indices are going to differ by their position. Like if we all these positions that are going to be less than this position are always going to shift it to one more its place, like this one shifted to one more its place, this one shifted to one more its place, and this one shifted to one more its place. Okay, now how much will my answer will differ? Okay, now okay, so how much my answer will differ? Okay, so we need to output only the minimum index for a particular distinct color. Okay, so let me take one more complex example to understand this statement. Like we have been some term like 2 1 1 4 5 and 6, and we have been asked for query 4, and we if we have been asked for query 4, I need to pick up this element and put at the top of the stack. Okay, now just say does the index or minimum index of 5 and minimum index of 6 will differ from its previous value? Obviously not, because these indexes, these minimum indexes for these distinct colors are going to be strictly greater than this index I. Okay, because if these indexes are going to be strictly greater than these indexes I, then my answer will not differ for that particular distinct color. So this gave us the idea that we can have a solution of O of 50 into Q time. So how we can have O of 50 into Q time? That is, if my indexes for all those indexes are not going to differ, that are going to be strictly greater than this I, then we can think like that. So suppose we have been asked for a particular color. Let's say in general term, I'm going to write, if we have been asked for a particular color T, Okay, if you have been asked for a particular color T, then print its minimum index. Okay, so let's say it has a minimum index of I. Okay, so if we have if it has a minimum index of I, for all those colors whose minimum index is strictly less than I, will always be shifted to one more position plus one. Okay, so it means that we have to iterate for all those indexes less than this current indexes whose color has the minimum index less than I, and we need to increment it by one. Okay, so I'm going to just write a approach over here. Okay, so let me erase this statement, or you can say erase this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to just write, just maintain an array of 50 size, and what this array is going to do, this array is going to basically store the minimum indexes mi for every distinct color. Okay, so for every distinct color store the minimum indexes of these colors, and if for a particular query color, let's say query color T, we need to find out the minimum index, just print the minimum index mi of T. And since we know that if minimum index of this one mi of T for all those minimum indexes of those colors whose minimum index is going to be strictly less than T, all those positions will be incremented by one. So just iterate from 1 to 50, that is iterate for all colors and check if for a particular color whose current minimum index is going to be less than this value, whose current minimum index is going to be less than current minimum index of T, that is the query has been asked, then we need to increment that value, increment its position. That as I've already said, suppose we have like 2 1 1 4 5 6. If we have been asked this query 1, and like if I'm going to just eliminate this and put it at top of the deck, it should become like 1 2 1 4 5 6. You can see the minimum index of this 4, minimum index of this 5, and minimum index of this 6 will not change. So I need to just iterate through all the colors and check if the minimum index of for a particular color is going to be less than the minimum index of this one, then increment its index by one. Okay, like here you can see 2's minimum index is going to be less than this one minimum index, then I'm going to increment its position. Like here you can see 2 is at its top of the deck, and now it has become the second element of the deck. Similarly I can do. Okay, so let's move further to the coding part to analyze this entire scenario in most possible and better way. Okay, so let's move further. Okay, so I have here the code, so which is basically just maintaining a array of indexes for each distinct color. I have taken the maximum size as 55. It can go up to, like, we need to have a 50 size, so I have just taken a 55 for convenience. Now for every, I have just taken the input of each color and find out the minimum indexes for every distinct color. That's minimum of index of color and I plus 1. That is the minimum index for every distinct color. Now for every query, I need to do the three things. That is, first print the minimum index for a particular distinct color. And now for each color, if its minimum index is less than the current minimum index, just increase its minimum index or minimum index by 1. Okay, so just I have iterated through all the colors up to 1 to 50, and if its index is going to be less than the current current minimum index, thus I need to just increment its index by 1. Note that this index of I for a particular color is actually the minimum index of my minimum index of that particular color, and if that minimum index is going to be less than my current minimum index, because I have just taken out that element and put at the top of the stack, then all the elements that are going to lie to the left of it are going to be increased by position by 1. But I need to think for the minimum index for each color. Okay, So because my answer will be considered for the minimum index only, so we need to think for the minimum index only. Okay, so this is the key point that I am going to use to avoid the time complexity. Okay, just focus on the minimum indexes for every distinct color and change it accordingly. So for a particular color, if its minimum index is going to be less than the current minimum index of the current color, just increments its index. And you can also just index of that color will become 1 because it will be at the top of the stack now. Okay, so this is the current accepted code for this problem. So if you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section of the video, and I will ask the viewers to like this video, share this video, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel, or also join the Telegram channel mentioned in the description section of the video. And thank you for watching this video.